Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be telling you about the time that an Uber driver tried to kidnap me. Yes, this really did happen. I feel like recently Uber story times have become like a big thing on YouTube, and I feel like a lot of the ones that I watch are kind of fabricated, at least a little, but this one is 100% true. This really did happen to me. So yeah, if you guys want to hear about the time an Uber driver tried to kidnap me, then just give this video a thumbs up and keep watching. Okay, so this happened last summer, like towards the end of last summer, so not even a year ago at this point. And I have used Uber many times before this happened, and I still have used it many times after this happened and never had a problem. I always feel like I get good Uber drivers. I get really nice ones, they're good, besides this one time, and this was when I did have a problem. But basically, I was at my friend's house. Me and my girlfriends decided we wanted to go out in New York City for the night. My one friend lives very close to New York City. I'm not going to say the town she lives in, just I feel like she might not want me to do that, but she lives in a town that literally borders New York City. Like, she lives very, very close, within probably 10 minutes, a 5-minute train ride. Anyways, we decided that night that we want to go out in the city. So we all get ready, whatever, at her house. We call an Uber to pick us up, to bring us into the city. The guy's great, brings us, drops us off exactly where we want to go. We have fun, whatever, the night is over. We decide to call an Uber to bring us home, and this is when it kind of all began. So my friend calls for the Uber to bring us home. You use the app on your phone. I'm sure you guys know how to use Uber. You put in the address you're going to, everything. The guy says, okay, we see that he's there. We walk outside, we get into the Uber. The guy doesn't really say anything to us at all. It wasn't like he was weird, but it wasn't like he was friendly whatsoever at all. He just didn't really say anything. But he already had the address, because when you do call the Uber or whatever, on the app you have to put in where you're going. So he already knew where we were going, so he didn't really have to say anything. So we're in the car, we're driving to her house, whatever, everything is fine. My friend is in the front seat, I'm in the back seat in the middle with my two other friends, because there was 4 of us. So my one friend had to sit in the front seat, and that's the one whose house we were staying at, and then I was in the back seat. So she could see the road a lot better than I could, but I could still see the road from where I was sitting. So we're driving, and at this point we're probably driving for about 10 minutes, and this is when we should have basically been at her house, but we're not. We're still on a highway. I'm not 100% sure where we were at that time, because I'm not super familiar with the area, because it's not where I grew up. But she goes to the guy, she's like, slow down, this is the exit. And he's like, no, ma'am, I know where I'm going. And she's like, no, I grew up here, I know where I'm going, that's the exit you take to get to my house. You're going to my house, dude, don't tell me how to get to my house. She's like, that's the exit you take. He's like, oh, no, I know where I'm going. She's like, okay, you need to get off the next exit then, because then that's the only other way you're going to be able to get to my house, and we'll backtrack to where you should have gotten off, because you need to get off the next exit. And he's just keeps going. He's going 60 miles per hour, and the next exit is coming up. She's like, you need to get off this next exit. And my friend is very nice, the sweetest, nicest girl you will ever meet. She is not confrontational at all. So when I hear her now being super confrontational with this guy, I'm like, okay, whoa, something's actually definitely wrong. So I start looking up to see where we are, what's going on, whatever. And he flies past the next exit, and she's now starting to get really flustered, because she knows we are not going where we're supposed to be. And at this point, I'm really looking around, trying to see if I can see any landmarks as to where we are, and I start to see signs for Newark Airport. We were very close to Newark Airport, and now I know exactly where we are, because this is the way that I get home from her house. And we, at this point, are way past her house. If you're familiar with the geography of New Jersey, Newark Airport is about 20-25 minutes outside of New York City, so we're way past where she lives at this point. And he's about to get onto I-78 West, which is a road that will take you all the way out west, all the way Pennsylvania, everything. It takes you west, away from New York, in the complete opposite direction of where my friend lives. We would need to go back east to get to her house. And I'm like, sir, you shouldn't be getting on 78 West. What are you doing? You need to turn around. Turn this car around right now. And he's like, ma'am, please quiet down. Don't yell at me, whatever, while I'm driving. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be rude, but you have now passed 4 different exits that you could have gotten off. Now you're getting off the exit to 78 West, which is still bringing us in the completely opposite direction. I'm getting really mad at this point, because I know where we are, and I know we are completely going in the wrong direction. And at this point, it didn't really even click to me that there was a potential for him to be doing something weird, trying to kidnap us. But I was just like, is this dude trying to make this Uber $1,000 and for us to pay this and pretend he's lost? Because he's going completely in the wrong direction. So whatever, he gets onto 78, and 78 is a major highway, so you can't just turn around. There are no U-turns or anything. You'd have to get it off an exit, then find a U-turn and get back on 78 going east, back to where her house was. So At this point, we get on 78. I'm like, get off the first exit, make a U-turn, and get back on 78 East, and I'll show you how to get to her house, because this is, again, the way that I would get there, so I kind of know where we're going. And he flies past the next exit on the first exit that we passed, like on going the wrong way. And at this point, I'm like, okay, this is when I start to get a little nervous. I'm like, okay, what is this guy trying to do? And at this point, I start like freaking out. And when I like feel nervous or uncomfortable, I get like really scared. And so I'm very scared. My other friends are like so scared, they're like not even saying anything. My one friend is also yelling at him in the front seat, like, turn around, turn around, turn around. And I start screaming at the guy. I'm like, my father is a lawyer. My dad is not a lawyer. I'm like, my father's gonna sue you. My boyfriend is gonna put you in jail. I'm gonna call the cops right now. Blah, blah. I'm screaming at him, literally just saying anything that I can say to get this man to turn this goddamn car around. Like, I was literally, remember I had 911 in my phone, and I was like, I am going to press send if you don't turn this car around. Finally, the man turns the car around. Well, we got off on an exit, found the like turnaround thing, and then got back the other way to go back towards her house. But he was going in the completely wrong direction out towards Pennsylvania. Like, no. This is not where we should have been going. It should have taken us 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops to get back to her house. We've now been in the car for like 30 minutes. By the time we get back to her house, he does drop us off. He says nothing. He doesn't say he's sorry. Oh, my bad. I was going the wrong way. You guys were right. Nothing. He just says nothing. It's completely silent. And I'm like, dude, like, do you not really, like, why are we going to pay for your mistake? Like, but I guess Uber, like, that's just, like, how it works. Like, I don't really even know. So we finally get back to her house. My one friend was the one that put it on her credit card, so she looks at, like, the statement or whatever, and it shows that we were in that Uber for, like, an hour and 15 minutes, I think it was. When my friend lives right outside of New York City, like, it should have taken us 10 minutes to get to her house. Like, seriously, 10 minutes tops. So as soon as we got out of the Uber, I went to the back and I took a picture of his license plate, because I was like, this guy, like, no, like, this is not okay, whatever. But there ended up being, like, pretty much nothing that we could do, at least not that I know of. I think she left, like, a negative review or something on his Uber page, but besides that, there was really nothing that we could have done, and we ended up having to pay it. It was, like, over $100, but since there was 4 of us, it wasn't like that bad, you know, split up, but it just shouldn't have never been that much. And I didn't even really care about the money. I just felt so unsafe, and I don't know what his plans were. Like, I don't know if he thought that, you know, he was actually going the right way, and he was just like so stupid and thought that what he was doing was correct, or he was actually like trying to do something shady or trying to just make our fare like really high. I don't know if me saying my dad was a lawyer scared him, but whatever, it worked, because after I said that, the man turned around. So I don't know, but it was very, very frightening. Like, I don't know, like, it didn't stop me from using Ubers, but it has showed me that, like, whenever you are in the car with someone who you do not know, you gotta make sure, like watch your surroundings, watch where you are, like, keep your belongings close, like, you know, if you have to, track on your phone, like, where you're going, to make sure that, like, this person is not trying to do anything sketchy or shady to you. So yeah, that is the time that I was kidnapped by an Uber, or almost kidnapped by an Uber driver. But yeah, you know, just say whatever you can to the person to get them to stop. And if you really feel like you're in jeopardy, call 911, because that's literally what I was going to do. Like, I'm not kidding. If he did not get off that next exit and turn around, I would have dialed 911, like, for real. So yeah, that is my story time. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button down below so you don't miss any of my future story time videos. And I love you guys so much. I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.